We're drinking buddies. We're drinking buddies. We're drinking buddies. We're drinking buddies and we like to drink. We're drinking buddies. We're drinking buddies. We're drinking buddies. We're drinking buddies and we like to drink. We're drinking buddies and we like to drink responsibly.
So, hello.
Hello.
We're all here. Come on in, guys. Want to introduce a couple of my good friends. This is Chris and Sam. And Sam and I are kind of mothers from a different brother because his last name is Thomas.
That's right.
Brothers from a different mother.
And we look alike, anyways.
Yeah, we look alike. Yeah,
and the
right.
wives. Yeah, exactly. And our wives are both named Margaret.
That's right.
So,
yeah. Believe it or not. Anyway, we're going to do a few drinks tonight. The first one we're going to do is a French 75. And we're going to do the French 75 using cognac rather than gin. You said you had the gin version
Correct.
before.
Correct.
Okay? So tonight's version is going to be cognac. So I've got the 1.5 ounces times 4.
You're so fancy, Harry.
All the tools.
Got to have good tools, right?
That's right.
So 3 ounces, and then 3 ounces again. And the cognac was furnished by Sam
And
He
Chris.
asked Chris, because he asked what he could bring. And I said that we'd love to have some cognac, and when he said okay, then I figured we would do this French 75. So what we're doing here is 1.5 ounces per times 4. So that's that. And we're going to do some lemon juice and some simple syrup.
For those viewers who have never had cognac before, Chris and I have both just tried cognac straight for the first time, and I'd say it tastes kind of like a brandy almost, a little bit more maybe alcohol type of taste to me.
Goes really well with apples.
I think that cognac and brandy are very similar. Cognac is a little more highly refined, probably a little smoother.
Okay, good to know.
A delicious drink. Straight or in a mixed drink. No matter what, cognac, good stuff.
Especially when you got Peggy's apple mix to stick on, right?
That's right.
Shout out to Peggy, the videographer.
Thank you, Peggy.
You're welcome.
That's cool. What was this?
This guy's very well prepared.
Yes, he is. Now we have to bag it all back again.
That's right.
All right, so we have our cognac in here. Sorry, folks, and we are going to put some simple syrup in there, and we all know what simple syrup is. I hope simple syrup is just basically half and half, sugar and water, heated up until all of the crystals disappear. So we're going to do 4 times 75. So we're going to do 3 ounces of simple syrup.
I have a feeling, Chris, that math's going to be harder for me to do as the night goes on.
I'm glad he did it beforehand.
Smart. He's got us covered.
He does. He thought ahead.
Yeah.
He took care of it last night.
Oh, smart man.
And we're going to do 3 ounces of freshly squeezed orange lemon.
Wow.
We only use fresh ingredients here, folks. If you want these drinks to turn out right, use fresh ingredients.
And life's too short to drink bad booze, right, Harry? Or cheap
That
booze,
is
I should
correct.
say.
That is. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. You are correct. All right. Okay.
He's got hiding spots everywhere.
Champagne.
You can open that up if you would
All
like.
right. I'd love to.
All right.
Very nice. So Prosecco instead of champagne.
Yeah, that's correct.
Any rationale or just that's what
It
it's like?
just happened that I had that as a sparkling wine.
Perfect.
Okay, small ice cubes, as you can see.
You did?
How we doing, Peg?
You're doing fine.
And by the way, the photographer is my beautiful and wonderful wife, Peggy.
Here, here.
You're here.
Here, here.
And as you can see, the towel there has drinks all over it.
Almost like it's a common theme for you.
Okay.
I think
Yes.
it's a gift.
Okay, we're gonna pour that into these. We don't have champagne flutes, and this is as close as we get to champagne flutes tonight, folks. I'm sorry.
So Harry, what is this apparatus you've got here?
This is a Boston shaker, and we're going to double strain because I don't want any of the lemon juice in there.
Wow.
I like the coloring.
Yeah, it's beautiful. God.
So tell me, Sam, when you were drinking the French 75s before, how did you, what was the occasion, where were you?
We were out on the boat in Madison, Wisconsin, which is where I live, on my wife's boat. And we figured it was a nice, refreshing drink for the summertime.
It is.
And we would make it with gin and a little bit of champagne.
Yeah.
We would add some lime juice and a little bit of lemon lime soda to sweeten it up a touch instead of having the simple syrup. So it was a cheaper and easier cocktail to make on the water.
Yeah, easy,
It was,
easy cocktail to make.
yeah.
Now, what we're going to do, we're going to use this as a floater.
Right,
Okay.
just on top.
Just on top. We're not going to stir it.
So Harry, for this part, do you have any particular amount that you're shooting for?
About an ounce. About an ounce. And then,
Piece de
if,
resistance.
if we had champagne flutes, then we would try to make these lemon just a little bit longer and a little bit thinner. But there you go. We're going to express the oils there.
Nice.
You've never had this before?
I have never had this.
I've never had it with cognac.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you, sir.
There you go.
Thank you.
Miss Peggy, I'm going to put this over here for you. We will,
Can I stop?
no, not quite yet. We have to have a toast.
Almost done.
So, cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers to
Cheers.
drinking
Cheers.
buddies, new friends. Huh?
Drinking buddies, that's right.
Here.
This is what that looks like. If it would be nicer in a champagne flute, but you get the idea, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
beautiful as
Smells
it is.
great.
Here we go.
Isn't that a great drink?
That's really good.
It's fantastic.
Huh?
Well done.
Don't you like the difference
I
between
do.
the
Yeah.
cognac?
I absolutely
and-
do.
Yeah.
It's not as sweet.
Well, it's like you can
fantastic.
you can definitely taste the lemon peel in here as well, and it really brings out like a different flavor.
I agree.
It does.
Fantastic.
You have to have fresh lemon juice, relatively fresh simple syrup. That'll keep in the refrigerator for a couple, 3 weeks.
Okay,
And then use good quality ingredients.
that's it.
So, Peggy, why don't you try that? You can stop this and hold. Very good. So 4.5 ounces of that. And 3 ounces of Aperol. And I got 2 bottles, so if you run short, you open up the other one.
All right.
Now in a Boulevardier, they use Campari, but we're swapping out the Campari for the Aperol.
It's kind of the same, right? The same kind of.
Oh no, much different.
Very
This
different.
is a much sweeter drink,
Oh, okay.
but they're both, aperitifs, if you will. Okay, I'll put that in. And 1 ounce of sweet vermouth. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, I'm sorry, 3 ounces of sweet vermouth. There you go.
Oh, what kind of vermouth do you use? Wow.
Cinzano. And
Centano.
Then,
they didn't have that at the state liquor store,
Wow.
so I had to buy some martini. But anyway, 3 ounces of that.
I've learned now to pour drinks like Harry, you've got to be able to read your numbers backwards on the measuring glass.
But you can see that it's easier to do that than
That's
try
true.
to see it from the right side.
That is true.
Okay, and we're going to do some.
Centano.
We're going to do some bitters.
And real quick, what he means by that is just when you have the measuring glass, he's got the ounces demarcation, and he's got it on the back side just so you can see where the level is pretty even with the liquid line, as opposed to on the front side where you have to get down lower to see it.
Three dashes each, if you would, please.
What do you quantify as a dash?
Angostura.
Just a drop.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So you've got Angostura bitters.
And orange bitters. This is Angostura aromatic bitters, and then that's Angostura orange bitters. And you might not think that changes the profile because it's such a little bit, but these are very, very strong.
A little goes a long way.
Yes. So pour that in. All right. Now, preferably we would have these glasses frozen or cold, but that's not going to happen tonight. So we're going to use our small ice cubes again.
Harry, tell the audience why you use big cubes like that, because there's science behind it.
Yeah, there is science behind it. They dilute slower, or they melt less fast, or more slowly.
Which is important
And
because you don't want water to mess up your drink.
The back of the spoon against the side of the glass, and then you stir like this for about 30 seconds. Right?
Beautiful looking drink.
It is. I'm excited about this one.
And this is called the, what is
This
this?
is where my son
The
calls
Del Mar
this
Boulevard.
the Del Mar Boulevard.
So what's the difference between the two?
His version is different.
Well, the
also.
Boulevardier, instead of using Campari,
Exactly.
instead of using the Aperol, it uses Campari.
Okay.
Everything else is basically the same.
Okay.
Okay.
And he uses rye whiskey, and sometimes you use bourbon in a Boulevardier, but you can also use rye, which we use tonight. Okay? So, this, by the way, is a Hawthorne strainer.
Single straining these ones?
Yes.
Because they got no pulp to go with.
So Harry, when is it that you do the single strain, and when do you do a double strain?
Well, I do a double strain when there's pulp or ice shaving,
Okay.
and that's not the case here.
Right.
Okay. And if I had round spheres, and some bars will have that,
Ices. Ice.
but we're using the we're using these.
Squares. But functionally the same.
Yeah.
A bigger cube melts.
It's a bigger cube,
Slower.
melts slower,
Which dilutes the
and
drink
it
less.
holds it keeps the cold. We only have 2 of these bucket glasses, so. I think you'll like this drink.
Looks beautiful.
It does.
Yet again, another beautiful drink by my brother Harry Thomas. Why are you laughing?
Because I know it's true. I'm jealous.
Okay, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Cheers.
Thank you, sir.
I'll have. I washed this glass, ladies and gentlemen. Just by the way, Cheers.
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 When you cheers to people, you're supposed to look them in the eye. I don't know if you know that or not.
That's right. 7 years of bad something.
Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Delmar Boulevard. I know you're going to love it if you try it. And thanks to our great photographer,
Peggy!
Peggy!
Hey! And to your son for the recipe.
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
Woohoo!
You're here.
That's true.
Woohoo!
All right.
Nothing beats like homemade for anything, right?
Well, at a bar, they kind of they're in a hurry to make the drink, and sometimes everything isn't fresh, and they have a tendency. You saw how carefully I was measuring this.
Yeah.
And if you want, if you want the stuff to come out right, you got to measure. You know?
Right.
So
But that pub that we go to all the time, Harry, they're pretty good.
they're pretty good. Except I ordered a Manhattan the other day, and it came and they had shaken it instead of stirred.
Mm.
Unforgivable sin, audience.
Well,
Wow. I've never
Okay.
seen a
this is Peggy's, this big one.
It's the same amount, don't worry.
Wow, it's a beautiful drink. My goodness.
Isn't it
Wait
gorgeous?
until it settles out. You showed me a picture before?
Really?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's kind of like that. It's like you have the dark little layer at the bottom.
It's beautiful.
So Harry introduced me to it. I've been waiting to try it for many, many months.
Wow. That's amazing. Beautiful, too.
Isn't it?
That's gorgeous.
Thank you.
All right,
Beautiful.
Peggy, come join us in
nice
drinking
photo.